Pumpkin Hook, Camden Hills, and Falcons Point. Those are the 3 neighborhoods that we're going through today. And I want you to chime in with your opinion of what is your favorite neighborhood on these 3 neighborhoods we're covering today. They all have amazing things about them, but they're all very, very different and very different price points. So let me know in the comments what your favorite one is. And without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Home run, touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubt it, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated.
All right, so the first neighborhood that I want to dive into is, I think my second favorite. And stick around to the end to see what my favorite one is, because it's going to come the last neighborhood. So, but this one is Camden Hills. Let's share my screen and let's type this in. So we'll share my screen. We're going to go over into Google Earth here. And we're going to type in Camden Hill Drive right here in Victor, New York. Now, if you look here, this is Camden Hill Drive right here. I'm outlining it there, the cursor. This one is St. John's Parkway. Goes up there. And if we zoom in, we should be able to see, turn on the layers here. All right, so you have St. John's Parkway, and you have Camden Hills Drive right here, Sienna Ridge, and then you have Trevor Run. And then this turns into a circle down here. This is a little walkway that goes from St. John's Parkway over to Azano Court, or Azano Circle rather, which then connects to Plaster Mill. You can't drive here. This is just simply a walkway. It's a dirt path. But this is on a big hill here. So if you want really good exercise, you can kind of do this whole thing right here. Anyway, this is right inside of the village of Victor. So the village of Victor starts basically, actually it's right here. So maybe it's just outside of the village, but the village of Victor is here. You pass the sign there, but Camden Hills is one of Victor's most well-known neighborhoods. And if we go into a street view here, you can see why. So most of these houses here are gonna be fairly expensive. The price range is going to, I mean, there's only been 2 sales in the past 2 years. So I will show those actually right now. So this is sale number 1. And this sold, looks like April 30th of 2024. So recently. Listed at $795, sold at $995. So almost $1 million there. And we can go through the photos here. Really nice patio. You have your sunken hot tub here, in-ground pool, diving board. You have a really nice fire pit over here. Lots of sitting space. You have this covered awning. And actually my aunt and uncle live in this neighborhood too, so I do know that they tend to cover this. They have it screened in as well, that they can enclose it, which is really, really, really nice. But I mean, you take a look at this house. This is what just under $1 million gets you here in Victor, in this neighborhood. Giant vaulted ceilings, lots of space here. Real luxurious. This is these are real hardwoods. This is not laminate plank or anything like that. It's real hardwood. Very big primary suites. Giant closet. Nice jacuzzi tub. Double vanity. Tile all throughout. Big bedrooms. Really nice finished basement. You got a movie room over there, it looks like. Pool table. You have your fireplace continued downstairs in the basement, which is really nice. And they have this set up as a gym, which that is awesome. I love that. But then you see the patio. Honestly, this outdoor space probably sold the home just as much as the home actually sold the home. Just because, look at this. This is awesome. Covered awning. Stamped concrete patio. That's sweet. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Lighted pool. So this is what just under $1 million gets you in this neighborhood. Very nice house. This is one of 2 that sold in the past 2 years. The next one, this one sold at $587,000. So you can see kind of the price difference in this neighborhood that you can get. And this one was just a year earlier, I believe. Not even a year, just a few months earlier. Listed in January, closed in February 23rd of 2024. So really just a month or 2 earlier. But let's take a look at this one. Nice patio up front. Nice big grand entryway with the stairs here going up. Looks like maybe you have an office or something there to the right. You got your main living area over here to the left. Dining area there. So this is very nice as well. Look at this island here with this sink in and dishwasher. That's a great space. Really nice fridge. Look at all this cabinetry. Just amazing kitchen. And I can tell you from experience too that most of the houses in this neighborhood are just like that. Most of them have this giant kitchen space and lots of counter space, lots of cabinetry. So if the kitchen is one of your favorite places to be in the house, these houses are going to be well worth it. Lots of windows, so you have big open lighting throughout the house. Nice jetted tub, stand-up shower, lots of lighting as well. Big walk-in closets, super important, double vanity here. So you can see just at this $580 price point, it's just maybe the bathrooms are a little bit more outdated. Still very, very, very nice, but just a little bit outdated, maybe with the colors and stuff. But otherwise, I mean, an amazing house, amazing house. Big bedrooms. Look at that primary bedroom. Looks like they were very artsy people, kind of cool. So this is the finished basement. A majority of these are going to have finished basements, if not all of them. They have heat down there. They have an egress right there, so this is legal living space. Really nice bathroom. Look at that shower. It's nice. So there's your walkout. Big deck on the back. And then a good sized yard as well. Most of these houses, they may have irregular shaped yards. So if we look at the map here of this neighborhood, you can see you got some flag shapes. You do have, you know, normal rectangle or square shape. But like if you look down here, you know, you got triangle shaped. It kind of narrows off at the back of these. So, but most of them are going to have in-ground pools. And I mean, they're all going to be, it's a super well manicured neighborhood. It is on a hill, but what they've done is the driveways have been leveled very, very, very well. So it's not like you're driving up a big hill on your driveway. You're not parking on a big hill. They've been leveled very well, so your driveways are flat. No need to worry about the door swinging and shutting on you when you're trying to get out of the car or anything like that, or sliding down on the ice in the cold winter days. So very nice. So Camden Hills, like I said, is one of my favorite neighborhoods. And people love living there because, I mean, you can tell because in the past 2 years, only 2 houses have sold. So people love living there. This development was started back in 2005. And the build price on a lot of these homes were somewhere around like 330, upwards of say like 520. But a lot of these homeowners, they love the neighborhood, and they're locked in at a really low mortgage because their build price was so cheap back then. Over the time, they probably refinanced and got lower rates and stuff. So a lot of them, they're so happy with the neighborhood, number one, because it's so nice. Everyone's so friendly in there. The homes have more than enough space. You're talking anywhere from 2,000 to maybe 6,000 square feet on some of these houses, with including the finished basement. So you have tons of space. You have really nice outdoor living situations. And so these people are staying put. But as you can see, if one of the houses comes up for sale in the neighborhood for whatever reason, they're going to fly off the market and they're going to sell pretty expensively, pretty high. So that's something to note. And again, though, this is right in Victor, in the heart of Victor. And I'll share my screen again so that we can go back to the location of this neighborhood. If we look here, so you have, this is Ravenwood Golf Course right here. Ravenwood is one of the nicest golf courses in the area. It's super nice, super well kept. All the greens are really good. The fairways are really good. They got water. They have lots of sand traps. It's a really good golf course. They have the cart guys and gals that come around serving you drinks for cash. But you have good proximity to I-90 because you can, from here, if I reorient here. So from here, this is Lanall Road. You can go right up Victor Manchester Road, Route 96. And you can hit Plaster Mill Road over here. And Plaster Mill will take you right over to I-90. So then you can hop on I-90 and go to Rochester or to Syracuse, or to Buffalo or Syracuse too. So super short scoot over to I-90. But then you also have a short drive right into the village of Victor, which is right here. And then you also have Eastview Mall right here. So again, the neighborhood is right here. Go right up Route 96. Up to Eastview Mall. You have New York Beer Project, Olive Garden. You have so much going on right here. You have Home Depot and Target. You have Old Navy. There's a Starbucks up here. There's Dunkin' Donuts over here. There's everything that you're going to need is in Victor. They do have Walmart. What they don't have is a Wegmans. So usually people in this neighborhood are going to go to the Fairport Wegmans just because it's a little bit closer. Otherwise, they might go to the Canandaigua Wegmans. But, you know, you can see here, if the neighborhood is right here, the Canandaigua Wegmans is going to be down here, whereas the Fairport Wegmans is going to be like right here. So you're going to be a little bit closer to Fairport than you are Canandaigua, just for Wegmans. But if you're cool with shopping at Aldi or Tops or Walmart, then you've got it right there. So this neighborhood is amazing. Again, ranging anywhere from about 500, probably up to, you see, $1 million. You have outdoor living spaces that are just amazing, well manicured neighborhood, and you also have some good views up there too. So you've got everything that you're going to need in this neighborhood. That's why it's one of my favorite neighborhoods in Rochester. Also, it's one of the more premier neighborhoods in Victor as well. So people love this neighborhood, hence why they don't really move out of it. But without further ado, let's move on to the next one. Before we move forward, if we haven't met yet, my name is Anthony Hamilton with the American Home Team at eXp Realty in the Rochester and Finger Lakes region, in the Living in the Finger Lakes team. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, just like this one, highlighting everything about living in the Rochester and Finger Lakes region. And if you have any questions about that, if you're considering considering a relocation or anything, and you're wondering about moving to the area, feel free to shoot me a text, email, or phone call on that information on the bottom of your screen. I'm the guy that answers those texts, emails, and phone calls. Don't hesitate to reach out. Never too busy for you. So without further ado, let's hop into it. The next neighborhood that I want to cover today is the neighborhood of Pumpkin Hook in Farmington. In Farmington, this is Victor School District, so keep that in mind. But if we go over and I share my screen again, and I type in Pumpkin Hook, might not even come up if I'm being honest with you, but Pumpkin, if this wants to load up, there we go, Pumpkin Hook, there we go. So we can go to Pumpkin Hook Park. We can navigate it through there. So Pumpkin Hook Park is a really nice park. It's got playground. It's got some fields, like sport fields and stuff, for you to be able to go and hang out and go to the park with the kiddos or the dogs or whatever. The Pumpkin Hook neighborhood is going to be this whole neighborhood right here. This whole thing is going to be the Pumpkin Hook neighborhood. So if we dive in here and we go to we'll go to a street view, and these are all very nice streets in Farmington. Now for price point in this neighborhood, obviously you're talking a lot, much different type of home, right? You're going to be talking a lot of split levels, a lot of raised ranches, a lot of standard salt box or colonial homes, a lot of ranches as well. But it's very well maintained. It's a very nice neighborhood. And as you can see by the drone and the driving footage, people really take care of their properties. And mind you, in the drone and driving footage, the grass might be brown or whatever, just because the snow did just melt. Now we're getting a little stint of 65 to 70 degree days. Don't let that fool you though. We're about to get more snow here coming soon. But these houses, they're very nice and they're very well maintained. The price point for these homes are going to be anywhere from maybe 150, 150,000, upwards of, some have sold close to 400. So some of the nicer ones in here, they're big, they have big lots. These houses are on septic systems, so just know that. But they're very nice homes. It's public water, and most of these houses are going to be very, very, very popular. Now, we'll see if on the MLS I can pull up the history of what the sales have been in the past few years. So if we actually take a look at what has been sold in the past year and maybe what's listed right now in this neighborhood, hopefully we can get a good feel for kind of what we're looking at in this neighborhood. So like I said, I think that this neighborhood is going for anywhere around 150 to almost 400. So let's go in here and let's do a map search, and we'll go in and find this neighborhood here. It's right over here in Farmington. So there's Loomis Road, Hook Road right here. Let's go right. There's Allen Padgham right there. So here we are in this neighborhood. Actually, first, I do want to go and do sold. So sold in the past year that we can see. And results. Map. All right, so take a look at this one. So this one was sold at just over 306,000, listed at 274. And this one was sold in February 28th of 2025. So if we take a look at this house here, nice house, but I mean, obviously compared to the last neighborhood, this is going to be your average. But look at these countertops. That's amazing. But guys, this is what you can get for, so smaller bedrooms. Got a giant giraffe here, so that takes up a big portion of the bedroom. But you know, this is what you can get for just under 307,000 in this neighborhood. If we again go back out to the map view and we go to let's do this one on Hawthorne Circle. This one was sold at 315, listed at 250, sold at 315. And that was sold, let's see, that was price change. So that was sold December 11th of 2024. So then we go into the pictures of this one. Really nice standard colonial house. Nice hardwoods throughout. Those are original hardwoods. These houses were built back in the 60s and 70s. So they're going to have, most of them are going to have these original hardwoods here. Assuming they've been in, good condition and taken care of. So good kitchen, normal average kitchen. Not quite sure what's going on here. My guess is that maybe there was a stackable washer and dryer here. Can't really tell. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is the, for a washer and dryer. But not exactly sure what that is. 3 Seasons room, it looks like. So again, really nice house. This is what 315 can get you in this neighborhood. Let's go over to Marcus Way over here. This one's at 410. This was sold August 19th of 2024. So this is a newer one. This one was built, it's 2,500 square feet, and it was built in 2000. So a little bit newer on this one. Let's take a look. Really nice, open, bright kitchen. Nice deck area. Kind of out of order with the photos, but how do you like the wallpaper there? I know people who would leave that, actually. So to each his own. Looks like there's a lot of space in this house, but this is what 415 gets you in this neighborhood. So you can see kind of all over the spectrum of what you're going to get in these neighborhoods. And I love this neighborhood just because of location. The location is just outstanding. You're right next to, you're on Allen Padgham Road. You're right next to Hook Road. You can take Bowerman Road and go right over to Victor, or you can take Hook Road and hit over to I-90. Or you can get up into Macedon. You can hit the Macedon Walmart. Your Fairport Wegmans is going to be your nearest Wegmans to this location. But the Macedon Walmart is basically right there. Macedon Lowe's is right there. The first house that I bought was literally 2 minutes away from this neighborhood. And we went to that Macedon Lowe's all the time. And it's really nice because it's not super busy. So if you need things, you can get in and out relatively quickly at that Lowe's. And then you have the Walmart Supercenter over there as well. You have some nice restaurants there in Macedon. So you're close to so many different things, and you have so many different options. But again, you're going to get a good mix of ranch homes and split level, colonials, all sorts of homes that you can imagine. And it's a super nice neighborhood. Again, you can see ranging from anywhere really 150 on the kind of, I don't want to say run down, but like the low side, up to, 410 is what this house sold at. So a good range there for affordability, all the way up to a little bit more luxury, a little bit more style and aesthetic, I guess. But it's a really nice neighborhood. Kids are running around. They're playing soccer. They're playing, kickball in the streets or whatever. And people just expect that it's a very kid and family friendly neighborhood. So super nice aspect about that. And it's right next to the Pumpkin Hook Park. So if you want a playground, you've got it right there. Literally, it borders up to this neighborhood. So great neighborhood. You really can't go wrong with it. If this is within your price range, then it's a great neighborhood, and houses do come up fairly often. So you'll be able to get in as long as you can be competitive. Then we can secure you a house in this neighborhood. And moving along to the very last neighborhood, this one is my personal favorite neighborhood. It's right on the corner of County Road 8, I believe it is, and Valentine Road. So great proximity to Victor, great proximity to Macedon. You got Lollipop Farm. It's an animal shelter down there, pretty close by. And then you can get right up into the parish, I suppose it is, of Egypt. Which is right between like Victor, Macedon, Fairport, Penfield kind of area. But really nice parks over there as well. But if you live in one of these houses, you're not going to need a park because you can have it in your backyard if you don't already. So this neighborhood that I'm talking about is Falcons Point. It's an amazing neighborhood, and I'll show you why it's my favorite. So if we go in, and I share my screen again, and we instead go over to here, we do this single family, and then we do a map search. We're gonna have to extend this out to probably 2 years from now, 2 years ago. Oops. Just to get any sales in this neighborhood. But then we go to map search, and then we can dive into this neighborhood here. It's going to be, so Gillis Road is right there. There's Valentine Road right here, this neighborhood. So you've got Jillian Rise here. And again, might not be able to find anything. Here's one on Falcons Point. Sold for 1.55. These are amazing houses. So this neighborhood, you can already kind of get the gist of this. This is going to be $1 million plus in this neighborhood. These are amazing houses. And I mean, look at, most of them are going to have about an acre at least of property. They're all going to have in-ground pools, just about, and very nice. Some of them even have like in-law quarters. But they're gonna have very nice patio setups, very nice landscaping. So just beautiful. Look at the cultured stonework. Amazing homes. Nice grand entry. This is real hardwood, not laminate. Very grand, very luxurious. Just look at that. The walls to the light fixtures, to the doorways, the trim, just outstanding. Look at this kitchen. If you love being in the kitchen, spending time cooking and everything, this is going to be your dream kitchen. Look at this island, the seating around it, all the countertop space. Look at the size of that fridge. It's just awesome. You got your wine cooler here. Really nice entryway here. Mudroom, if you want to call it that, with some lockers and coat hangers. Seating. Jeez, look at that. Ceiling. Lights inside the ceiling. Fireplace. Just beautiful. So you can see why this is 1.5. This is the primary suite here. Check out this bathroom. You got two vanities, his and hers. You got the tub here. You got the stand-up shower, single step entry. Man, oh man. Every bedroom pretty much has its own bathroom. Looks like a wine cooler down here, or wine freezer. This is a basement kitchen. Yeah, look at that. Indoor golf simulator for all you golf fiends out there. I just got into golf and I started loving it. And so this really excites me. Their own gym. Check that out. That's pretty sweet. Nice. So super cool. Really nice property there. If we go back out, we can see if we can try and find another one. Maybe we have to go to 3 years out. I know there's one just phenomenal one that sold in here. Okay, so it looks like quite a few of these sold within the past 5 years. So the one that I wanted to show you, this one sold at 2.25, almost 10,000 square feet. So check this out. Its own tennis court, pool. If I remember correctly, this actually is a heated driveway so that the snow will melt. Super nice feature. All the garages here. So this only has 2 photos. There was a lot more in the actual listing. I remember seeing this when it came up. But I guess they removed the photos. But here's another one. This is just the neighbor. So this one, it was built in 2009, sold in 2020, December 2020. Look at that, just beautiful stonework all the way up the house. Garages. Just look at that super nice hardwood. That's really expensive hardwood there. Literally no stone left unturned in these homes in this neighborhood. Just beautiful, beautiful homes. And the price point reflects it, right? You got, I mean, anywhere up to 2.25. So, a movie room down here. Check this out. This is pretty sweet. Very nice, very nice. So, you know, you got all the way up to 2.25. And you just have luxury throughout the whole entire neighborhood. There's not a house in this neighborhood selling for less than $900,000. So, and even now, that same house is probably worth over 1.25, 1.3. So you have really high-end luxury. This is going to be Victor's premier luxury neighborhood, is Falcons Point right here. So that's Jillian Rise, Goshawk Lane, and Falcons Point. And it's just an amazing, amazing, amazing neighborhood. Hence why it's my favorite. It's amazing to drive through the neighborhood and just look at the beautiful homes. And some of them have basketball courts in their backyard. They have tennis courts in the backyard. They've got pools and hot tubs and infinity pools and the overflowing hot tub and stuff. So in movie theaters in the basement, in indoor golf simulators, it's just amazing. Most of these homeowners are going to be your business executive slash high-end top-tier doctors. This is a very similar neighborhood to one that is in Pittsford, that kind of resembles it, just has more homes. But this neighborhood, like, if you can afford this price point, it's gonna be an amazing neighborhood for you. You're gonna love it, and you'll probably live there for a long time because it's got everything that you're gonna need. You're super close to shopping. You're super close to Eastview Mall, super close to Route 96 and just everything that Victor has to offer, as well as a good proximity to I-90 and Route 96. So travel is going to be very easy for you. And so everything that you're going to need is going to be near this neighborhood. And if not, it's not going to be an issue to get to. So if you work in Rochester or you work remotely, most of these people are going to work remotely, then, you know, you've got everything that you need in your house. And so that is why it's my favorite neighborhood. But comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your favorite neighborhood is. Some of you guys, a lot of people don't have that high-end taste, right? You know, it's a super exciting, family-friendly neighborhood in the Pumpkin Hook price point, as well as Camden Hills price point, right? So a lot going on here in Victor. Victor is one of the premier neighborhoods around Rochester and the Finger Lakes. The one thing it doesn't have going for it is I guess like proximity, because depending on where you are in Victor, you might have a longer drive to I-90 or just to like shopping in general. But you're still very close. It's still very good. And you really can't go wrong with it. Victor Central schools are amazing schools, great for athletes, great for teaching, great for any extracurricular. So really can't go wrong. But if you guys got anything from this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video just like this one. Don't forget to comment in the comment section your favorite neighborhood and maybe what other neighborhoods I should cover. If you're interested in another one that you want me to cover, let me know. I'd be happy to cover it for you. Reach out to the information on screen. I'm happy to spend some time on the phone or text message or whatever with you, just answering your questions, fielding your questions, seeing what you got, and you know, going from there. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, don't hesitate to reach out. And until the next video, guys, see ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.